So good evening. Yes, I just posted a challenge video, the Gary Short Challenge, and the car I featured in that 1 minute video was this beautiful Ertl American Muscle Ford Thunderbolt. And I have talked about these models before. I only have two of them. I think I have two of the best of them, and I will look for more eventually. And this is a brand that's no longer manufactured. Let's see if we can find a copyright date on these. No, nothing that jumps right out. And unfortunately, I don't believe I have the packaging anymore. But I would say these are probably 10 to 15 years old. And Ertl, the parent brand of these, I consider to be a low quality. They're very collectible, especially the Dukes of Hazzard cars, the General Lee, the Boss Hog Cadillac. But to me, they were always too similar to like some of the off brands like Zilmex and so forth. So the first Ertl American Muscle I ever got was this Mercury Cougar Eliminator. And again, when you look at the bases of these, now they are plastic bases, metal bodies, and they're screwed together. I believe you lift the fuel tank off here and it exposes the screws. They have rubber tires, very nice details. And you can see even the mirror there. Hold on. Oh, the mirror? I thought the mirror had a little silver. It doesn't. But if that's the only deficit on this, the paint job is beautiful. This has a very nice metal flake to it. All the details, the hood pins, the windshield wipers, the trim around them, the lensed taillights, license plates. Look at the exhaust. The exhaust actually seems to go underneath that axle and pop out. The painted engine and transmission. And of course, the party trick on this is that they do opening parts well. And when you open up the hood, it's not just some simple painting, even like Autoworld. There are chrome valve covers and painted black and blue, air cleaner, and you can see the nice molded details like the battery and so forth. And this has hidden headlights, but you can see just below the inserted plastic pieces that are painted for the turn signals, the license plate. This is a very good premium model. And, Whale Season Uno 64 recently picked up his first Ertl American muscles, and I've heard other people mention them. But this is my attempt to encourage you to seek these models out. So again, the opening hood and the opening trunk on both vehicles. Did I open the trunk on this? Nicely done. Spoiler on the trunk. And when you open the trunk on this one, you can see there is a spare tire in there. And it shuts nicely. So we're all familiar with M2, which is another one that does opening features, but they don't do them perfect. This Cougar from M2, 2019 copyright. So this is a 2020 car. This is their auto details. The doors open. It's nice, but with M2, the doors are not. The hood will open up, and again, similar. So painted, multiple colors. There's silver for the engine and black and blue for the air cleaner. But with M2, there's very often misaligned hoods and doors and quality issues. Don't get me wrong, I have quite a few M2s. They're a good brand. But if you would think of buying an M2 I would say, put Ertl American Muscle on your list of brands. Comparable to Ertl American Muscle are these beautiful Revell, and the very pricey ones are the lowriders. This is the Bullet 1968 Mustang. I've shown this before. I've done a complete video on comparing bullets, and these have opening hoods with fairly nicely detailed engines and painted headlights and painted taillights. But again, both of the lensed taillights, lensed headlights, separate pieces for the plastic bumpers, very authentic. I would say that they're well more than a cut above the M2. They're slightly above the Revell. The recent Dido, which has no opening pieces, but lensed. So Dido is not an expensive car. Here, I'll even compare it to a Shugo. Now, the Shugo has metal body, metal base, rubber tires, but no opening features. Lensed features. And beautiful paint, but this, of course, is a much newer car. I would say that these Ertl American Muscle are every bit a match for Shugo. What about MiniGT? I mean, so MiniGT and Shugo do great because they don't fall into the trap of opening parts. There's lensed taillights, lensed headlights, beautiful details. This is metal body, metal base, rubber tires, very authentic. But not all opening parts mean problems. Here's an Autoworld. Now, Autoworld generally doesn't do opening parts, sometimes opening hoods. I don't believe this Mustang has one. Metal body, metal base, true 164. I tell you what, I swear that the Ertl American Muscles are true 164 also. So I'd say they're on par with Autoworld. Let me zoom out a little there. Here, even one of my favorite brands, Kyosho. So this is that Kyosho Boss 351, or Mach 1, excuse me, with nice details, inserted lensed headlights and taillights, beautiful paint details. Kyosho made in China, plastic base, just like the Ertl American Muscle. Shall I dare the heresy of comparing it to a TLV, Tomica Limited Vintage? I mean, this one has inserted lensed for the low beam lights and beautiful painted details. True 164 scale. Wonderful details, metal body, metal base, no opening features. So I think you get my point. Ertl American Muscle is definitely a brand worth seeking out slowly. Don't try and buy a bunch of them. There's not a lot of them out there, but they're not so incredibly expensive. I mean, it's been a while, but I would say that, I got these for in between $10 and $15. I'm sure if you look around on eBay or Facebook Market, wherever you buy your diecast cars, I don't know, Antique Mall, or I think that you'll find them to be a good value. So that's my thought for today. Also, I want to thank everybody. I believe I nudged just over 300. I think it is 302 subscribers. So what I will be doing is either, probably Saturday, I will make a video for the giveaway contest instructions. And the giveaway will be limited to subscribers publicly subscribed people, which means that I will have to be able to go to your page and find the subscription listed there, or go through my YouTube studio and find you in that list of subscribers there. I should be able to find your name both places easily. If you're not publicly subscribed, then you're disqualified. So if you hide your subscriptions, I'm sorry. That's just the way it is. Publicly subscribed, you have to like and comment on that video, and there will be the usual phrase that pays. So like, share, subscribe, comment down below, and let me know. Now, so I know several subscribers actually have Ertl American Classics. I'm sorry, Ertl American Muscle. I believe Colin from the UK has a couple. I know Whale Season Uno 64. Just in the comments, let me know. Do you have, and would you recommend, as I have, would you recommend this brand to other collectors? And do you think I have a realistic view of the brand where it's on par with Kyosho or Shugo, or possibly even MiniGT and TLV? It's difficult when I'm showing you on camera. I hope I'm showing enough of the details. They're not as heavy as an Autoworld, and they don't have the metal base. But to get this level of detail, the drivetrain exhaust, the gas tank, and so forth on these models, and to have them painted, I think it's just easier in the plastic base. So that's my video for Monday. Have a great night. I will talk to you soon. Bye.